Hey everybody, and welcome back to Titancraft. In the last episode, we took a look all the way through the inside of this giant sphere of froglights here, the Nether Hub. We took a look at the interior after finishing it. We got it all finished up and took down the spoiler walls, and I walked you through all of the inside and everything, all the different builds inside of there. There's still a lot of tunnel work to do, and I have a whole design for the exterior of this, regardless of how unnecessary and over the top that is. I have an entire design for this outside part here, and it's not looking super great at the moment, if I'm being honest. That doesn't just include this outside sphere here. I want this entire area to be just a tiny bit nicer. It's gonna be more open to the actual nether, and it's going to just be more viewable for people, and it's going to be entirely spawn proof as well. I'm going to continue replacing all of this cobblestone with blackstone, and so this is just a big blackstone floor because I just think it'll look a lot nicer. And actually the next thing I'm probably going to do before I start doing that is take out a big sphere here at the bottom. It's going to be a big ring of black glass here, and then around the entire sphere of the hub is going to be a big sphere of black glass, and it does extend quite a bit past where this wall currently is, so we do need to do a little bit of digging. But these walls here are actually not full solid walls for the most part. They're mostly just one wide walls that were put up at the beginning once the dig was done, to keep this box enclosed. And honestly, the outside of the hub, having it have a design is so unnecessary and so just silly that I'm not worrying too much about it. I'm just gonna do the design, do the black sphere, and let it be what it is. Most people won't even notice or care, but I'll know it's there, which is all I really care about, is me knowing that the outside of the hub has a cool design as well. And this hub storage is also going to move because I think the sphere comes out right around here. It'll be like a curve coming out where like the farthest point out is like right around here. We're still working on the tunnels, so we're going to leave this here for now. This storage room has worked out really, really well. It's been nice and big and spacious for lots of people to work. This used to be a lot more chests, you might remember. It's been condensed quite a bit. People are organizing it in whatever way they feel like they need to be able to get stuff done. So I'm just leaving this as this is for now until things are mostly complete, and then we'll move the hub storage over probably right over here. So this is the current hub storage, and then the sphere is going to intersect that, and so we're going to move it probably right here. And for the rest of the season, there are boxes at the beginning of each tunnel that have all of the blocks of the tunnel just in case any damages happen. But in the hub storage, I want to store everything that is backup for the hub, everything even more backup for the tunnels, so that if anything bad happens, we'll have plenty of supplies to help us recover and rebuild if we need to. Currently, I'm smelting a bunch of sand, and actually I haven't checked this in a while. I can actually fill this up here and get some more going, because we're going to need a ton of black glass, and you know I have tons of black dye already from the wither roses. Well, we just need more sand and more glass. So, oh, these are actually getting pretty filled up. I'm going to grab some shulkers here and just start filling all these up with glass. I think we need about 30 something shulkers of black glass. I already have all these shulker boxes, and then I have these left to smelt for sand. And yeah, I'll see how far this gets me. I think I'm going to need more, probably maybe 9 or 10 more shulker boxes full of sand and or glass, either one. So as I was standing here and filling up sand, like literally right after filming that last clip, someone just dropped this off. And that actually reminded me of something that I meant to say, is that one of the main things holding up the starting of building the outside of the hub is gold. The outside of the hub uses a lot of gold. I've been able to contribute quite a bit. I mean, this isn't just me. Lots of people have been helping to contribute from their gold farms as well. Currently in here we have about, including this plus what's been placed already, about 8,000, maybe 9,000 left to get. So this is quite a big help here. We'll see how long gold takes to get, and how much and for how long that actually ends up holding up the hub build. Okay, now this is crazy. Someone has dropped off an entire shulker box. Well, there's also these, which is also very helpful. But oh my god, someone has just dropped off an entire box of gold blocks. How many gold blocks is this? 1,700. That is a huge dent taken off the gold blocks. Wow. We now officially have 7,252 in storage, which means we only need around 5,000 more gold blocks, which, I mean, I say only, but like, that's such a huge chunk taken care of, and very, very appreciative. All right, let's take a look at our progress here. I've gotten this whole layer of glass at the bottom here done. From down here, it looks like it's just fully covered, but that is not quite the case yet. We have still a little bit more to go up here. It's mainly just these areas above each of these tunnels. The corners, quote-unquote corners, whatever corners a sphere has, are done, but I need to finish going up here, which probably won't take that long, but I figured I'd show it off before I get to it. But let's go ahead and take a look at these sides here that are done. Let's see if I can land right here. Very nice. So this is what the corners, I guess, of the sphere look like. This was pretty much the whole idea I had for the exterior of this. This hub was just a big, like, paper lantern design with like a gold dragon kind of inlaid into the paper lantern. That's why the whole thing was covered in frog lights, so you can see through. Let's see if I can show you. There's like basically a layer of glass and then trap doors that let light through, and these little pinprick. I really love the way the mangrove trapdoors add to this effect. I just think this pattern, if you like look at this pattern here, look at it from a distance like this, I really think it does a really good job of mimicking a paper lantern kind of design, the way those are like constructed. And I'm really happy with the dragon as well. This was very difficult to design. It took many tries to get it right. The next thing I'm probably going to do real quick is, before I go ahead and finish off the outside here, I've really just been chipping away this. It seems like I've done a lot. I have done a lot. I've spent a lot of days on this because I really just want to get this done. And before I move on to this, I'm gonna go ahead and add the beacons in here. So these are the beacon bases. Let me just actually get a good look at these. Here's the beacon bases. You can kind of see they're like little stand things that like hold them, that are coming off the side. I thought that looked kind of nice. Kind of coming up here and holding on to the beacon base here. And this beacon base is big enough for 4 beacons. So we come on in here. I'm going to go into each one of these and add beacons. And we're also going to add some layers of glass on top of the beams so that they are a specific color. I really wanted the colors to look nice because you can see them up above coming through the tunnels, which I'll show you when they're all done. So I did like very specific layers of glass to get a very specific color for each tunnel. Oh my god, gassed. Don't love that. Hate that. I've had a few gas spawn while building this, and they have blown some stuff up, but nothing too catastrophic. I can usually catch them and hear them and kill them before they do any harm. They've been coming mostly from that big hole right there, which I never really felt like covering up. And honestly, it would have been way more effort than it was worth to cover that up. I've got my glass, and I've got my beacons. We're gonna just pop on in to here. I can cover these back up in a bit. So we're going to, actually, I forgot emeralds, which I'm going to use to start the beacons up. I'll just grab a stack here. I bought those from the shopping district. I still do not have a raid farm. So let's grab our beacons here. We're going to do... It hasn't quite worked. Nope, just lag. Okay, good. For this one is the north one. So it's white, blue, and then white. Ends up giving this really nice, cool blue look, and actually... that doesn't make any sense at all. I did not set these yet. Okay, let's set these first. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do a speed. We want people to have speed. We want people to have jump boost. We want people to have resistance. We want people to have strength, and then we want people to... I'm gonna not give people haste. I don't want people having the ability to break blocks really easily, so but I do want people to have regeneration, so I'm gonna do a second speed here and just choose regeneration instead. So we get this really nice, like, cool blue color, and I can show you what that looks like from the tunnel as well, from the inside of the hub. Cover that back up, and we're done with that one. Let's go on over to this one. This one's super easy. This one is actually, someone's already placed the orange glass here. This one is literally just orange glass. So someone already did that for me. The person who did this whole section must have done that for me already. I believe that was a player called Crafted Fate. So we're gonna place all these. Let me go ahead and set them. The summer/south one is kind of an interesting mix of colors. It's kind of a really nice green color. Green, yellow, and then green. Green, whoop, nope. Not used to double jump. Green, yellow, and then green gives this really nice, like, light green color, which I quite think looks nice with the stuff above, which you'll see in a minute here. And there we go. It's very, like, dusty, light pink look that kind of goes with the cherry stuff. A lot better than just regular pink glass would. So there's north, there's west, and of course this is about to reset, but let's see if I can show these off first. North. This nice green color for south. This nice pink, dusty pink color for east. Server is done resetting, so let's take a look up here. This is a nice distant way to see where the hub is as you approach it, because the hole isn't like super obvious. Let's take a little bit of a break from hub stuff and go check out the shopping district, which I have not been to in over a week. I have absolutely no idea what the state of my shop is. And I know a lot of things have been done around here, like tons of green. I don't think I've shown any of this in a video yet. They've been updating the mycelium to grass. This is new. This whole, like, little landscape area down here is new. There's just so many shops that are built up. I really, really like the shop that's next to my shop, this one right here. Kind of fits thematically with what I'm going to be going for over here. Mine is probably also going to be a bit of brick. I have no idea how this is going to look, and of course my shop is still a disgrace because I have not done anything with it yet. Yeah, this is... Alright, well, I did bring a ton of wither roses to fill that back up, but I also wanted to show this over here, this shop. This is a shop run by a player named Layara, and she asked me if I wanted to contribute wither roses and black dye to this shop, as well as my own shop. She has this little, like, barrel system, the secret barrel system set up underneath of here. I'm gonna flip a switch real quick. Secret switch. Let's take a look. That's like all my profits, I guess. I have not checked back here in a long time either. I should really come back here more often. So what she's doing here is selling everything in here, like all of these, is 2 stacks for 1 diamond, which is why this is stacked at 32. So 2 stacks. This will be basically the same, end up being the same price as my shop. So I figured, why not? I mean, I don't really care. I never really planned on selling Wither Roses in the first place. So having a nice like 2 places to sell it is totally cool with me. And all the Wither Roses are gone. I'm going to drop off a bunch of shulkers of Wither Roses here and take these as well. And I'll keep filling these up. I'll convert some of these Wither Roses to black dye and make sure these get filled up. I'll just put a few boxes in here as well, just in case. I have made quite a few diamonds from selling Wither Roses. None of this other stuff I really care about anymore. Like there's better and more better stocked bookshops now. And we also have a public trading hall now. So it's not really, it doesn't really make sense to sell. Stop it. It doesn't really make sense to sell books really anymore. I haven't sold a single mending book. I haven't checked this in like 2 weeks. As soon as the hub is done and I get all the infrastructure set up for what I'm going to be selling here, I'm going to design the shop, just get rid of all the books and all the other extra stuff. I'll probably keep on selling Wither Roses here, and I'm going to set up all my other stuff I'm going to be selling as well. But Wither Roses has definitely been a really lucrative business so far. Don't have a crafting bench on me, so I'm going to grab this so I can block up all these diamonds here. I have a pretty decent amount of diamonds already, which is pretty good. I keep some loose in here as well, just to quickly buy stuff. I'll probably end up having, this is like a valuables shulker. I'll probably end up reorganizing how these shulkers go. And all these shulkers are for a public project that I'm going to be dropping them off at soon. Okay, those are all filled up now. We're all good. And I am out of here. Don't care about phantoms. I'm leaving. One thing that is bad, I do have quite a lot of Wither Roses stored up, like I still have a couple double chests full of shulkers of Wither Roses, but something bad happened. The wither from my Wither Rose farm has escaped. It escaped like a week ago, and I haven't had the chance to fix it yet. I still need to fix it. I don't really know how it escaped. I'm assuming it must have just like randomly took damage and destroyed the cobblestone wall that's supposed to be under that piece of bedrock right there. I was AFKing up here one day and noticed as I was up here that there was now a giant hole in this thing right here, and that all these endermen were no longer coming into the middle. So my endermite is dead. This is broken, obviously. There's a bunch of holes in this because the wither floated up here and destroyed a bunch of stuff up here. And a few people came and helped me kill the wither because I didn't have a bow on me at the time, and I just really needed it to die quickly, so it stopped destroying stuff. But the storage system is still intact, which is nice. The chicken died, obviously, so I basically, what I need to do is get a wither summoned in, put a new chicken in, put a new endermite in, and obviously patch all these holes. It's not going to be fun. The whole process was painful enough the first time I did it. Hopefully this time it'll be a little bit less painful. Now that I think I have a better idea of how to do it this time. Every time I build this kind of farm, I learn something new from doing it, and I think I have a better idea of how to fix it. And it is working again, as you can see down there. I've got hitboxes on so I can monitor the endermen that are spawning. Got the wither back in, and hopefully I don't have to do this again anytime soon, because it is a pain in the butt. This was far less of pain in the butt than the last time, because I mean all of this was built already, obviously, but I did have one chicken die, but I was very quickly able to get another chicken in there. From the last time I built this, I realized that recording while trying to build this stresses me out, so I didn't record any of it. But chicken's there, wither's there, a new guy up there as well, whatever it's called, endermite, obviously, because all the endermen are chasing after it, and we are collecting Wither Roses again. This is... Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. What? Wow. Okay, this is about 4 hours, I think. So about a double chest an hour with that many people on. Pretty good. This farm has always been, ever since I built it, it's been producing really, really well. I've gotten so many shulker boxes. That's that. We're leaving now. Gonna go do other stuff. Our friend Singularity Plays here is helping to move Hubby the Ghast from the old hub storage to the new hub storage, and we've got an audience.
He's kind of free in there.
Okay.
Now, if I do that...
He moved.
Moved.
Aha!
Now do you just have to do this, like, 50 more times?
Yeah.
He has no idea what's going on, right? Look at his
no
stupid
idea.
face. He has no idea what's happening.
Does my audience want to follow? Because I don't think they're going to get a good view of this otherwise.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can we land on top of the glass?
Yeah, honestly, probably on top of it's fine. Stand back a little bit, just for like a second. I don't want him seeing anyone with this glass block out of the way.
You having fun there, Lima?
Oh, yeah? I'm just
He can't
zooming,
stand
man.
still. He's like a toddler.
Yeah, definitely.
This went very well.
Yeah.
This went surprisingly well.
I wouldn't say anything until we're done.
Oh my god, Hubby's in. Wow.
Woo!
Nice. Thank you very much.
That was interesting.
Wow. Oh, nice. It's perfect.
It does make a good car wash. He's not centered.
Okay, listen, I
he's
can't
slightly
make
off.
a block. Technically, I probably could if I put a wall in there. And
Yeah,
then
could you do
move
like a
him,
wall
but-
or a trapdoor or something and like push him over a little bit? I don't really care. You don't have to do that.
Let's not risk it, no.
That's not. I don't really care.
Mm,
Hubby the Ghast is now in his new forever home here in the new hub storage. We've got little cubbies here for each of the tunnels and a little cubby back there for all of the Nether Hub materials. But the real important thing is we were able to move Hubby to be a little car wash here in the new Nether Hub storage. It was fantastic fun getting Hubby in here, and big thanks to Singularity Plays for making it happen. I definitely wouldn't have attempted it on my own. It absolutely would have gone badly. So I've been just a little bit nervous about starting this project, but I am finally going to do so right now and hopefully just knock it out. The Guardian farm needs to be done. So I'm going to tackle it, and I'm not really nervous about the Guardians themselves, or I don't know, it's maybe nervous isn't the right word. I'm basically just nervous that's going to be annoying. Like I have this like worry that it's just going to be really annoying, and I'm going to have to be dealing with Guardians the whole time while I'm trying to build it, and I just kind of presume that's what's going to happen. So I have set up these like beacons here. They should be in good positions to cover the full area that they need to cover. I've actually done a ton of planning around this area, done a ton of like creative building and creative designing, and basically know everything that's going to be going right here in the ocean. I haven't done a lot of the designing for a lot of the other bits of the base, but this part right here, this like section of the ocean right here, I have a pretty good idea of what's happening here. So I felt pretty comfortable just like putting these beacons in and letting them, that's going to be their like permanent location. This is where the beacons are going to be in the long run, and they're also going to help me mostly with regeneration and resistance while dealing with guardians and stuff. That'll be really helpful. And then I also just really enjoy having run speed and jump boost and haste and all that stuff. I also set up you can see in the top right there, a conduit. I set up a conduit underneath of the monument. That is a full conduit, so it should cover the entire area that it needs to cover. As I am in the ocean here, digging out this, the first thing I'm going to do is just dig out the entirety of this monument, just get rid of it, and then put the walls up for the farm. This farm, it's not going to be like the most efficient farm ever. It's not my goal to have it be the most efficient farm ever. I mostly chose the design based on what I thought would suit my needs. What I thought would suit my needs in terms of design for everything I'm putting around it, basically. And so it's not a portal design farm. It is a pretty simple one-dimension overworld Guardian farm. It's just going to like take all the Guardians, shoot them up a pipe, and it's going to have like an AFK kill chamber up there that'll be able to, you'll be able to mix between killing them with a sword and killing them just AFK passively. So I'm happy with the design regardless. So it's not a design I actually know where the origins of it are. I just know that it was originally built on season 7 of Titancraft by a player named Rick Talk and for a public Guardian farm that he did that season. So I'm basically taking that design, and actually someone built that same design last season. Lima actually built a public Guardian farm based on that design last season as well. It was actually really close to my base. So I'm basically doing that same exact design here because it works perfectly well enough for my needs, which is literally just to mostly sell in a shop. So I'm going to get started on this farm and hope that it doesn't take too long or that it's not too annoying to do. I might make some like invisibility potions if it gets too annoying and just take all my armor off and just try not to be seen by the Guardians. That might be a good way to go about it. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The Guardian farm is now complete, as you can see. We've got some Guardians dropping down here. It's not quite at its full potential yet. I'll show you that in a second. But we're getting a decent amount of Guardians spawning coming up here. If I step out here, you can see this kind of will get switched to automatic mode. Right about here, there's some lava that they first get dropped into. And then when I come in here, some of this water pops out here, and then so they get stuck right here so I can kill them. And then when I hop back out, you'll see that the water goes back in, gets pushed back in by these pistons, and then the Guardians will go down there and get killed by magma down there. And those drops will be automatically sorted into the sorting system. This will be a part of a big build. As I've said before, this whole area will have like lots of big builds. This will be a big building up here, and this is going to be entirely like interior. It won't be open to the world at all. It'll be all interior. And I started building a little bit of the interior here. This is not all of it, and it might change a little bit, but I do have most of this planned already. And this is just kind of like the first little iteration that I've decided to do here. You'll kind of see this building and this interior come together more as time progresses. But I've been maybe AFK here for maybe like a grand total of half hour to 45 minutes or so. Mostly doing just letting them being killed automatically instead of swinging at them. And this is what I've got so far. Not too much, but like I said, it's not at its full potential yet. We still need to cover this up. Guardians will spawn more if they have sky, if they don't have sky access. So once the platform above this is in place, there's going to be like a floor basically covering this entire thing. You can kind of see right there, I put a little marker here. Everything that is stone, brick, and upward will be like the main build. And that last layer of stone will be the platform that will be covering this entire thing. And so that should cause more guardians to spawn. And I'm really excited for you to start seeing some more of the builds that will be coming up here. The next step will probably be adding more farms. I have more farms that I want to add here, and in addition to this. And that'll probably be my first step, is adding the farms and then doing all the builds around them after that. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It was mostly just tedious. That was like the big thing. All of what you're seeing here. It took me a few days to complete. And like I said, it was mostly just tedious. I did go through about 3 shulkers full of invisibility potions because I just realized quickly that it would be even more tedious and more annoying without being invisible. So I just did it invisible for the most part. And that actually ended up working out perfectly fine for me. And while it took a little while, it took a few days, it wasn't all that difficult to do. And here's, you can kind of see up here, the guardians coming in through here and getting killed by the lava, or getting damaged by the lava and then going down to the kill chamber. There's a little hopper line right here, just in case any die on the way up. If any die on the way up, then, oh, I just got struck by lightning. Wonderful. If any die on the way up, then their items will go into these hoppers so they won't get destroyed. So just a little bit of extra protection against losing any items that might appear. And those will automatically get dropped into the, into the water stream below here, which is where all the items end up. I'm very happy that it's done because it means I can move on to the rest of this build. And we're going to end the episode off with the lovely hub exterior being completely and totally finished here, with a very large black glass sphere around it. All the sides now have this design on it that I showed you before. This like dragon design here. I'll look on it from the outside so you can see it. This design repeats itself all the way around. This is the starter shulkers that are given away to new players. This is where they assemble those. So that's kind of sticking in here. There's a couple more things sticking in here, like the public guardian farm tunnel sticks in here a little bit, but they're all spawn proof. So this entire inside area here is spawn proof. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. It's very, very cool, very, very pointless. There really is no reason for this to exist, for there to be an exterior to the hub like this. But I am very happy that it's here. I know it's here, and people can come see it if they want to. They can also come out here outside of the glass sphere if they want to really get a full look at it from the outside. There it is in all its glory. Meant to look like a sort of paper lantern with this patterned kind of look to it on the outside, and then the dragon in the center and the gold trim. It's supposed to look like a paper lantern, and I think it really does. I think it did a good job making that happen. Along with the exterior now being done, the tunnels are also completely finished, which means the entirety of the hub and the tunnels are completely done. Finally, all of the tunnels are finished all the way to the end. Each of these tunnels goes about 1,250 blocks out from the hub in every direction. We've got the north one, the east one. East, north is winter, east is spring, south is summer. All going out 1,250 blocks or so. And then west is fall. And actually west, you'll notice, is a little bit different looking right now. It's because it's being decorated for Halloween. Halloween is in a little bit here, and gave permission to some of the hub crew to decorate the outside of this tunnel and the inside of it as well. There's these lovely ghosts. I haven't flown down here in a bit, so I'm just kind of seeing these pop in now. These little ghosts pop in as I fly down here. Cobwebs up top, and there's also some pumpkins, these jack-o'-lanterns on all the pillars as well. If you look at all the pillars down below, you can see the jack-o'-lanterns. Very lovely Halloween decorations. And we're going to pretty soon have a Halloween event here on the server with Tango coming on, and lots of Halloween stuff happening, and I might show that in the next episode. I actually ended up doing a lot of work on the tunnels towards the end there. I don't think I filmed any of that really. I was just kind of really trying to help get this done. I did a lot of the ceilings in particular. That is what I spent most of my time on, was all of the ceilings for all of the tunnels. Because they were a big pain in the butt to build, and I felt bad making other people build them, and the tunnels were being really held up by those getting done. So I really tried to, along with a lot of other people, tons of people helped finish these up, but I did in the end, while I mainly focused on the hub, I also helped with the tunnels quite a bit, which I wasn't sure if I would need to do. There were so many people working on this and so many people putting time and effort into it that I wasn't sure if I would be able to work on the tunnels at all. And I was able to in the end, and I'm really proud of how they all turned out, and I'm really, really appreciative of the many people that helped get them completed. But yeah, this is fully complete now. This hub, all the tunnels, this project is fully and entirely done, and I couldn't be more happy that it's done. I've been working on this pretty much nonstop for months now, and it feels really good to be able to move on to my base. I got the Guardian farm done now there, and I'm gonna keep on adding to it. I have a lot more stuff to do at the base, and I don't have to worry about this hub anymore, which is very, very nice. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the hub, what you think of the interior and the exterior. Hope you've liked all these videos of me showing it being built and whatnot. And continue tuning in for more if you liked this. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and let me know what you think. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.